Okay, so for my first observation, I went to Camden Frontier High School. I went there twice to observe two different volleyball tournaments under the head coach, Dawn Fallis. Her phone number is 517-425-1753. When I was there, I took part in watching the games and I sat right next to her. I asked her questions about what she was doing as a coach these days, like, because I know coaching regulations have changed, and I also asked her like what she was thinking during the game. I got a lot of one-on-one time with her, and I also observed her the most when she was calling timeouts, talking to the team before the game and after the game, just to see the words she said and how she handled the team. And I also did stats for her as well. One reason I liked observing a volleyball coach was because I love volleyball, and I think if I were to ever be a coach, I would definitely coach volleyball. The only thing I didn't really like is I think it's too broad for me, and I really need something that will fill my day more, because when I asked her how much time she really spends on volleyball, she told me about 3 to 4 hours a night. And that's because she has another job, and she recommended that if I were to ever be a coach, to have another job as well. The second place I observed at was Evergreen Physical Therapy, and I observed Nolan McIntosh, the head PT at the clinic, and his phone number is 989-837-1529. While I was there, I observed him do manual physical therapy on multiple patients of different ages, as well as hear each of the patient's stories to why they are in PT. One reason I really liked being at Evergreen was because I liked being around the athletes as well, and I liked being able to see what I want to do, because I know I really want to do physical therapy, and it just felt like the right fit for me. The only reason I really didn't like Evergreen is because it's a very small place in a very small setting. When I tore my ACL, I went to U of M Sports Med, and they have a huge facility with a lot of machinery, and that's just more of the setting I see myself being in, because they work mostly with athletes, while they do have some older patients coming off of knee replacements and shoulder replacements, but I definitely see myself working more with athletes. The last place I observed at was Garber High School under the athletic trainer Ashley Steyer. Her phone number is 810-300-5986. While I was there, I observed her checking athletes for injuries, taping athletes before practice, before games, telling athletes how to do some exercises that would protect them from injuries, as well as help out the injuries that they already currently have. And I also helped her fill water bottles for the athletes for their games and practices. Another thing Ashley did when I was there, she gave a nutrition talk with the wrestling team, which was something that I really did not know that athletic trainers did. One reason I liked athletic training was because it's again around athletes and around sports, and I think it would be fun to take care of the injury right when it happened. But I also think that I did not like athletic training because it's also too broad, because she told me she didn't get to spend much time with her family because she's there from 3 p.m. till 9 p.m. at night, and I just don't see myself being an athletic trainer and working at night more than during the day. Even before observations, I really knew physical therapy was what I wanted to do, because I am a 4th year, and my first year I was exercise science pre-PT, and then after that I thought it was way too hard, and I switched to nursing. And after I did some nursing observations, I really noticed that nursing wasn't for me, so I switched back. And before I switched back, I did some PT observations, and I've been through PT too, so I kind of knew what it was like. And when I switched, I really decided that I really wanted to be a PT, because when I tore my ACL, I knew how it felt to be able to go back and play the sport that I lost when I tore my ACL, and it was the greatest feeling that I've ever felt, honestly. And I want to be able to do that for athletes and even people that are just trying to get back to walking. Seeing that smile on their face just makes the job worth it. And that's just something that I think I would love doing. After all my observations, I really have no questions, because I was able to ask all the questions that I wanted to, because the sites and the people at the sites were very, very helpful. And they asked, like, do you have any questions? What can I help you? Like, they were just very helpful. So PT, athletic training, and coaching is what I did my observations on. And all in all, I think after all my observations, I'm really interested in becoming a PT.